Hi friends, welcome back. Today I thought I'd take you on a declutter and clean of my kitchen. I just had this urge to go through all my cabinets, see what I currently have, what I'm not using, and donate what I'm not using, and clean everything out in the process. It's been a while since I've done this. We've lived in this house for over like a year and a half now, and I haven't decluttered anything since I moved in because when I moved in everything was clean and organized. But it's been a while, so I want to go through every drawer and cabinet, take out what I'm not using, and clean everything up in the process. So if you like these types of videos, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe so you are notified of my videos every Monday and Thursday. And follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. So let's get started and let's declutter. So I'm going to start with this cabinet just to the right of my dishwasher, and here we keep our cutting boards for meat, and then anytime I get a plastic bag I just shove them in this cabinet. It seems like it's the easiest place to store those, but I'm going to pull everything out and then take my vacuum and vacuum out all of the crumbs that have accumulated and then put everything back inside. Next I'm going to go into this cabinet. This has a lot of different things in it. Mainly Tupperware, mixing bowls, lunchbox accessories, and water bottles. So first I pull everything out, and then I'm going to vacuum up again the shelves, get out all the crumbs and things that have accumulated, and also pull out the things I know I'm not using anymore and set those aside. Okay, so this is what I ended up with. On the first pull out we have our Tupperware, and then I also keep my niece's drinking glasses there so she can reach them. In the second pull out we have our colanders, our measuring cup, and our serving bowls because we use those frequently. And then down below I get these white bins from Dollar Tree. I have them all over my house. They're a great deal, and then I stick a chalkboard label on the front so I can label what's in them, but they just make all of my cabinets so organized and clean. If all the stuff was not in these bins, you can imagine what this bottom cabinet would look like. It would be a chaotic mess. So I have our water bottles in one, our juice containers in another one, and those are taco shell holders. And then on the right side, I have two more containers, and in here I keep my niece's lunch supplies, so her napkins and sandwich cookie cutters. They have like a little dinosaur one. I also keep her thermos in here, and in the other bin, oh, that's her lunchbox, and then in the other bin is her lunch container, some small cookie cutters to put patterns into food, some little condiment containers, and these silicone cups. I use these to keep her food separated, and they're really easy to wash and reusable. And then I also have some animal picks in these little tins, so instead of sending her with a fork, there's a little pick she can use to eat her food. So now I'm going to go into my pot drawers. There's not much in here I'm going to be decluttering because I use all of these often. So I'm just going to straighten things up and vacuum out any crumbs if there are any, and just organize it up a bit. And to the right of the stove is another cabinet. This is where we keep all of our small kitchen appliances. The toaster we use often, so that's why it's right up front where it's easy to grab. But most of the other kitchen appliances I don't use very frequently. That's why they're at the bottom here and kind of pushed to the back, but they're there if I need them. And then on the top pull-out shelves, I have all of our baking dishes as well as our veggie cutting boards. And yes, that is another Dollar Tree bin, and in there I keep all of our cooking accessories. Okay, so this is my baking cabinet. So on the top shelf I have all of our cookie sheets, muffin pans, and cooling racks. And then on the bottom, I have a pizza tray, another baking dish, and some mixing bowls. Again, more Dollar Tree containers, and here I keep my KitchenAid mixer tools and some other baking accessories. So next I'm going to go into these pull-out drawers. I absolutely love these drawers here, and this particular one is probably the messiest one in the kitchen, I'd say. I keep all of our recipe cards and our plastic wrap, tinfoil, and Ziplocs in this drawer. And as you can see, I have a ton of HelloFresh recipe cards. We did HelloFresh for over a year, and we loved it, but we kept getting the same meals after a while. So I just kept the recipe cards, and I'm going through and keeping the ones that I know we eat often so I can reference them for future meals, and then tossing out the ones we don't. Favorite drawer in the whole kitchen. This is my tea drawer. I have a variety of teas in here, and I have these separated with these plastic dividers. Can't remember exactly where I got them, but if I remember, I'll link them below. But they're perfect for holding tea and sweeteners, and I have a bunch of variety here because I am a tea drinker. And then I have some tea accessories, some diffusers in the back there. And then I also decided to store my veggie garden seeds in this drawer as well, because they're similar in size, and they're really easy to access, and I can remember when I need to plant new veggies. So I put some of my veggie seeds here, and then the ones in the red little baggies are from Callie Kim. She's also a YouTuber. I'll link her below as well. She's the one who taught me how to garden. I thought gardening was easy until I started watching her videos and realized there's a lot I didn't know. So I have her seeds in there, and in the back I have some pumpkin seeds from our pumpkins last year, and we planted a few this year so we can have pumpkins before Halloween. And then here is the drawer below. You can see it all organized. So I have my recipe cards here. Behind there I have a few other recipe books and a little recipe binder that I got from Target that I can handwrite like family recipes in. So I like having that handy. And then I just have all of our kitchen bags and foils. Is where we keep all of our cooking accessories. So we have spatulas, some tongs. This rubber thing is a must-have in every kitchen. It helps you open up jars if you have small hands like me. I also keep some of our measuring cups and spoons and our ice cream scoop in this drawer as well. And then to the right of that is our sharp drawer. So we have all of our knives, and also all of these dividers I got from IKEA. They're really nice. They fit perfectly in our drawers, and they look super custom and high-end. So I will link these below for you. We also have our knife sharpener, scissors, can opener, pizza cutter, veggie peeler, and grater to the left, and then our melon baller. This is how we store our silverware. Again, this divider is from IKEA. I also have some serving utensils, thermometers. This little section is for our wine stuff, like our wine topper. This is the best one. It creates a really nice seal, so I love this one. If I can find it on Amazon, I'll link it for you. I also have some wine glass markers in here, so when friends come over, we can write our names on the glass and we know whose is whose. And then just to the left of that are our little teaspoons and little spreaders. And just to the left of the stove is where I keep all of my seasonings. I like having them in a drawer because it keeps them really neat and organized and hidden away, but also very accessible for when I need them. I did a whole video on this drawer, so I will link it below for you if you're interested in checking it out. And right next to the fridge, we have our cabinet full of cups, glasses, wine glasses, beer glasses. Pretty self-explanatory. All of the glasses are in this cabinet. I didn't really declutter anything from here, just organized it a little bit. The cabinet on the other side of the stove is where we keep all of our dishes. I didn't declutter anything in here because we use everything. I like to have all white dishes because they go with everything. I got all of these from Crate & Barrel. I'll have them linked below for you, but just wanted to show you that cabinet. 2 cabinets above the stove here is where we keep all the stuff we don't reach for very often. They're mostly party and entertaining items. I did pull quite a few things out of this cabinet that I was holding on to that I haven't been using. And on this cabinet we have all of my white serving trays. Again, white goes with everything, so I like those to be white. And on the right side I have some more party essentials like our beverage containers, corkscrew openers, tea set, and a few other fun things in here, as well as this box that houses our good dinner knives. Are some drawers. The top one I keep our oven mitts. The second one I have all of our hand and dish towels. And then the bottom one houses our garbage bags because the garbage drawer is right next to it. And then above that we have our placemats and tablecloths for our dining table. So under the sink is always my messiest spot, and actually this is the area that inspired me to do this kitchen declutter in the first place. So I have some organization in here. I keep my dishwasher detergent pods, some veggie cleaner, and cutting board oil in this basket on the side door. And then underneath I have my KitchenAid because that's the only place it really fits. I also have our drying mats for when I wash our pots and pans and things that can't be put in the dishwasher. And on the other cabinet door, this is where I keep our paper towels. I got this organizer from Target. I love it. It holds a towel on one side and paper towels on the other. It keeps it really clean and organized, and I don't have to have paper towels on my countertops. And then underneath I have all of our cleaning supplies. This main bin here is the stuff we use all the time. The little caddy to the right is the one my husband uses for when he cleans the bathrooms, so he can take that with him through the house. And then in the very back is all of our backup cleaning supplies and refills. So here is everything that I pulled out of my kitchen that I don't use or don't need anymore. I think I made some pretty good progress here. I have a lot of stuff that I am happy to be donating to someone else who will get better use out of it. I'm going to go through these quickly just to let you know what I got rid of, but I got rid of some cake platters. I'm going to be on the hunt for some white ones. I've had those for quite some time, so I'm going to pass those on. I had an empty spray bottle, not sure why. These were my original spice jars, but I didn't have enough when I filled the drawers, and I ended up getting new ones. So I'm going to pass those along as well. But I am going to keep this container that they're in. It's to hold eggs, and I can put that in the fridge. Here we have some other odds and ends. This is a bottle brush, never been used, so I'm going to pass that along, as well as this sink trap. And then I also have these cooking utensils. They came with our pots and pans, but again, I don't use these ones. I also have all of these tubes of tea. I got this as a white elephant gift one year. I've had them for quite a while, and these flavors I don't really drink, so I am gonna go ahead and toss those out. I also pulled out some other cooking accessories. I think this is some kind of citrus tool, but again, I've never used it, so pass it along, as well as this scooper. I always say I'm going to use it, never have, so I just need to get rid of it, as well as this garlic press. I have another garlic mincer that is way easier to use and very easy to clean, so I'm going to get rid of this one because I don't need to. And then this container that they're in is actually a microwave cover. We don't use the microwave very often, so I'm going to get rid of that. And then these are popsicle makers. We used them once, but they were very messy, and we haven't used them since. So I'm going to pass those along as well. I also have a bunch of wine accessories, bottle openers, olive oil corks. I don't need these. I have a few good ones, and I never reach for these, so I'm going to pass those along. I'm also going to get rid of this little white thermos and this Tupperware container. This one was a hard one to get rid of. This is a beautiful Le Creuset tea kettle, but I use an electric tea kettle every day. And this one's just been hiding in the cabinet because I've kept it because I like the way it looks, but I never end up putting it out on the stove. So it's time for me to part ways with this, as sad as I am about it. And then I also am getting rid of another cutting board because I had quite a few, as well as this casserole dish. As you saw, all of my dishes and platters are white, and this was the one blue one I had, not sure why. So I'm going to pass that one along as well, plus I don't need it. I have quite a few other baking dishes. Thank you so much for coming along with me as I declutter my kitchen. I hope you enjoyed seeing how I lay out my kitchen, and also seeing the items I use and don't use, and the items I decided to donate. So thank you so much for making it this far in the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Again, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.